This is based on a real war that took place in my Hearts of Iron 4 game. This war felt truly unique and it had me on the edge of my seat almost the entire time. I enjoyed it so much that I thought maybe I should show the world. I played as Fascist Ohio and after gaining enough land, I decided to cut off my allies cause I deemed them to be worthless. I thought this would be a simple fight, not lasting more than a year at most. Oh boy, was I wrong. I started lining my troops up to the borders of Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee and Maryland. I deployed my fleet as well. I built some forts, maxing them to about 5 out of 10. I laid them on every province that bordered my new enemies. I added many in Ohio as well. I moved some troops up in Ohio for defense. Even though I controlled most of America, if Ohio falls, everything falls. I was ready. My troops was eager. I left the alliance and instantly they declared war. I thought my plan was bulletproof but suddenly the unthinkable happened. My Texas and Oklahoma defenses was breached. I focused too much on the defense of Ohio and other northern states that I didn't think about my southern areas. I began to panic as hordes of troops laid waste to everything. After over 3 years of being slowly pushed back, laying forts down just a few seconds later than being stolen, I was preparing for the worst, but suddenly their advance stopped. I finally was able to push enough troops down to fortify it enough where reaching it would be suicide. I then made a layer of forts. From this day forward they was on the defense. Also around this time they lost close to 1 million men each. I lost about 400,000. For the first time in 3 years, I could actually move men up without them instantly getting pushed back. I guess they stretched their armies out too thin. I was ready to take back Texas and Oklahoma. After getting Texas and Oklahoma back, my men felt inspired, cause they know now the enemy can be beaten. About a year goes by, and no big advancements has been made. I captured a little bit of territory but nothing major. I needed a new plan. I knew I had to take this war behind enemy lines. I will spill their blood on their own turf. I decided to invade Maryland since they was occupied with guarding their northern flank. After the initial success I decided to go one step further and take Florida. I can turn this into a forefront war. Also around this time the AI goes into full panic mode and starts making ships and moving their planes to combat my ships. Cause if they can take my ships down then I wouldn't be able to move any more reinforcements over. I've never seen the AI be this smart before, it stunned me. My men was moving up, the AI was closing to around 2 million deaths each, with me only losing about 1 million. I connected the Florida units to the ones in the Carolinas forming an official blockade I know they couldn't pass. Also around this time I started taking to the skies and deploying planes. I didn't make any so I just used captured planes I took from nations I conquered. Also I noticed the AI was yet again getting overstretched. So I deployed Soviet tactics of just rushing troops into until the enemy runs out of bullets. This would later cost me greatly. The invasion of Louisiana and Arkansas was underway. The Tennessee Empire was the biggest of the bunch. They was heavily fortified. I had the upper hand because they couldn't send any more troops out because no manpower and no bullets. This reminded me of Germany when the Soviets was attacking. I attacked on all sides, I spared no one. Men, women and children fell before the might of the Ohio Empire. Few years later and Tennessee officially fell. Not much longer the Maryland Empire fell as well. After years of fighting, millions of deaths, Ohio came out on top. This was insanely close. It may look like I always had an advantage over the enemy. It was pretty even. If the AI was a little smarter, they could have easily rushed me at virtually any time. Here are the results. If you like this video and want more stuff like this, then please comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.